I'd like to remind everybody, tonight we are live streaming, and it will be put on YouTube. So this will be our first one we did this year. If everybody's had a chance to read the previous minutes, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Move to approve the minutes.
I've got a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? That carries. Okay, first tonight on the public agenda, we have Kathy Nelson here.
Here's about the fishing derby, or whatever we like to call it. We're adding some new things and hoping to help some more safety issues with the kids at the fishing derby. So 4-H will be there, doing some ATV safety. It is always at the Steed Pond between Dunkirk and Redkey in the country. So the kids get an experience with that. We serve free lunch and everything is free for the whole day. They're going to have shooting sports added this year with Dwayne Ford. So some other issues have come up that we're trying to address with kids. So they don't fish the whole time. We know they're playing around. We're going to use that time wisely this year. So appreciate your support very much in the past. And invite kids to come. I know we've had a lot of kids that have grown up fishing. This is our 24th year. So
Fantastic.
Doesn't seem possible.
it doesn't seem possible, no. And Jerry would certainly be very proud that it's lasted that long. So appreciate your support very much. And if you have other ideas for us, that's how we got this new stuff started this year. So we like to add new things that the kids can do. They're there the whole morning until noon. So thank you
We
very much.
appreciate your input too, Kathy.
What's it name?
It is August the 14th. There might be a few extra. August the 14th.
June 14th.
I mean June, I'm sorry, June 14th. I'm thinking, sorry. Yeah, June 14th, it's this Saturday, It's always the Saturday before Father's Day, so that we can encourage families to come out and fish with their kids. That was the whole purpose. That date stays the same unless it's a rain out. And we could have some rain, a lot more this week, but we're hoping it's going to have a couple, 3 days of dry weather so everybody can park and come. So you're all welcome to attend.
Thank you.
I make a motion, we approve the sponsorship for the Optimist Fishing Derby, $200.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any other questions on the fishing derby? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? That carries, Kathy.
Thank you.
Next on the public agenda, we have Randy, our zoning administrator here. He's wanting to close some hours.
Y'all got that in your packet. Mr. Revolt called me down and asked if we could start the process of closing that alley behind him and the one coming out to, is that Franklin?
Pearl and Franklin.
Pearl. The people that's going to be involved, I wrote their names to the side of it. They're Castles, Wilson, and they will all get a letter. But Jack wanted me to present this to the council if there's any questions or any disapprovals.
These alleys that he's, L-shaped alley he's talking about, they've been taken care of for years.
Oh, yeah.
They haven't been open, there's no gravel there, all the property owners mow them, so they've basically been closed for years, but it's just not at the courthouse.
That's Franklin. Okay.
You have to ask somebody. I have to get on the map and find
Pearl? Yeah, okay. I wasn't, okay.
Next one's Fudge there,
I
if
wasn't
you
sure.
Yeah.
I didn't look over here. I was, didn't see that side. So this, okay, gotcha.
So what else, what's next? Just get a letter put together, send these.
So what's going to happen is somebody's going to have to be the petitioner. So normally the way we handle this in the past is that I've taken care of the paperwork on it, just because in the past when we've had people try to do it on their own, it's never really worked Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. The biggest problem was getting it recorded, making sure, and so I've been trying to, between myself and the clerk, work that all out and get everything recorded, because we've had situations come up where there have been ordinances or alleys that have been vacated, or we thought they were vacated, but we can't, it happened 4 years ago, we can't find, we have to go back in the minutes. So it's usually around $500 by the time we prepare the petition and the ordinance and the notices, and we have to, so I will do all that, and I just need to know who the petitioner is going to be and who's going to pay the bill, because there's a recording fee.
Okay.
We'll need to, even though all these people may be willing to go along with it, we still have to send them a notice. The statute requires certified mail notices to go out to all these people.
Right,
So
okay.
I can take care of all that. I just need to know who's gonna, if they all wanna join in it and share the cost of it, that's fine. We've done that before, where we've had a group come in like that, and they all wanna sign on and agree to do it.
Okay. That'll benefit them all, I mean.
Yeah, and then we'll have to have notice published in the newspaper, and hold a public hearing for that request. And so anybody affected by that, or anybody in the public, can come to the city council meeting. It'll probably be, I would say probably be in July sometime, by the time I can get everything prepared and get all the notices sent out. But it'll be on one of the regular city council meeting nights. Someone will, anyone who wants to oppose it or speak in favor of it can come. Generally, nobody comes, except maybe the person that's asking for it. And then the council will vote on it. If they pass the ordinance that approves it, then that ordinance gets recorded. We make sure that it gets recorded in the courthouse, and so that we've got an ordinance that goes in the city's books, and the courthouse has a copy of it, and everybody's aware of it. So that's the way we kind of agreed to that policy about 10 years ago, when we kind of realized that the past
Getting recorded.
things were getting recorded, and maybe the right notices weren't going out
Right,
to
okay,
people. So that's just kind of how we agreed to handle it. That's
Okay,
all acceptable.
so you're saying even if all of these people are in agreement, there still has to be a hearing?
Yes.
There still has to be
Yeah,
posted?
there's still a public hearing aspect
Okay.
of it. Like I said, if they all want to sign on to it, or something, indicating they're in support of it, that's fine. But the public still has a right to oppose it, I suppose. Somebody else down here someday would be mad about it, or maybe, I've never had anybody
Right,
that I can recall all the years of doing this, anybody's ever
okay.
complained too
All right.
much.
So that's the first step. I'll get back with Chris, tell him that, and go from there.
Okay, yep, that's the way we handle it, or have been handling it. That's the way we all want to continue to do it.
Is that all you had, Randy?
Nope, I've got one more thing that I just want to ask how to do this. We have a situation that a person wants to change an address. Give you an instance, it's 126 North Street, and they want to turn the front door to Indiana Street. How do you go about doing that, or is that possible?
They could have to go to the post office. to
Yeah, I
start
think
with.
it's part post office and also 911. Bill Baldwin over at the Sheriff's Department is the 911 director, and I think they have to get involved somehow on that.
Okay.
I know he's involved when you issue a new address, because that has to make, I think it has to make it into the 911 system.
So
And
if
so,
just go to the post office, get it started, they should be able to tell me.
I think so, that and.
So our taxes, our county doesn't have anything.
I don't think the county or anybody really has anything to do, but I would also start with Bill Baldwin over at the Sheriff's Department.
Okay,
Because Bill, I know, handles all those address changes and new addresses and things like that when a new location is put in.
Okay.
So I think there's something that has to be done there as well for the 911 system.
Dane can help you with that too. We'll get you in touch with Bill over there.
okay.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Randy. Okay, that's all I have on the public agenda tonight. Under the mayor, we've got the Kiwanis golf outing. They're looking for a whole sponsorship. What's council's feelings on the sponsorship for the Kiwanis golf outing.
I think it's a good idea. We've done it in the past for quite a long time. I would be in favor of it.
We've got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any other questions on the golf outing? All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? That carries. Also, under the mayor tonight, we had one of our police vehicles was, used to be the chief's, was going to get a wrap, get the Dunkirk logo put on it. That didn't happen today. We had a mishap with the vehicle not running, so.
Getting lights, not a wrap.
Pardon?
Getting lights, not a wrap.
That was the conflict. I thought it was the old one. It was the new one that was getting lights on it. But anyway, that didn't happen today, so I want everybody to know that. Also in the paper, I think maybe it'll go in Friday. We're going to have a public auction on 3 automobiles we own. We've got our old police cruiser 2015 Dodge Durango. We've got the old fire department grass rig. It's a 1979 Ford F-150. And we also have a 1999 Jeep Cherokee that used to be animal control. So them will all be up for sealed bids. And I think if everything works all right, they'll have up till noon on the 23rd of June to turn their sealed bids in, and then the 7 o'clock that night, the city council meeting will open the bids for them. So you can turn them in here at the city building. Also inside the city limits, we've started tagging and mowing properties. We've got 31 of them pretty close to being done right now. We've got some more to do, but it's growing and we're getting them knocked down, but it's taking a little time. That's all I have tonight on the mayor's. Wes, do you have anything?
Only thing for you is the four-way stop ordinance that we talked about at the last meeting. That is, we're down at, what did we say, I forget what streets they are.
Washington and Broad.
Washington Broad, four-way, make that a four-way stop. If you pass that tonight and you'll approve of it unanimously, then that can be published. It'll need to be published one time in the newspaper within 30 days of passage, and then it becomes effective. I just looked up the statute 2 weeks after publication. So whatever date Kara can get published is 2 weeks after that. That's when you put your signs up and start enforcing it.
Okay, so if council would like to go ahead and vote on that tonight, we can, the way I understand it, right, Wes?
Yep.
I'll make the motion, we approve ordinance 2025-5.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
We've got a motion and a second. Any other questions? All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Any nays? That carries. Also, I'd like to mention on that, if anybody knows anything about Washington Street, that's our main entranceway to the factory most of the time for a lot of people. There's a curve right before this, where this four-way stop will go, so we'll be putting a blinking light up there, and then to kind of warn people for a while. It won't permanently stay there, but it'll inform people that there is a stop right around the curve. Also, we're going to have to put in some no parking up closer to the four-way stop. So this is going to take a little while to get all this stuff ordered. So, and then, like I said, we want to do a little warning so everybody knows it, so we don't have a big mess up down there. So, is that all we need on that, Wes?
Yep.
All right, thank you. Donna?
The playground equipment is installed and the stone just needs put in around the base of it. And we already have the stone. It's just a matter of getting it there. And the pool opened for the season today, and there were a few people out there.
Yeah, the weather hadn't been the best for the pool yet,
Yeah.
but the end of the week sounds better, so. Is that all you have done? Jesse?
Okay, I have two invoices. One is for Living Waters Company, and it's for rewire and install a new pump, and it's $2,981. I'd like to make that in form of a motion.
I've got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any other questions on that? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? That carries, Jesse.
Okay. Second one is for 4TC Corporation, and this is for well number 6. We had electrical problems, and the relay was really bad, and also there's a fuse out on the main line coming in. So electric company, APE, come and fix their spot. And to get everything taken care of and back up was $2,188.75.
Got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Dan, second. Any other questions on that? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? That carries.
And we're still waiting on some of our fire hydrants to come in. It was on back order. I'm guessing we're down to probably 3 weeks or less now. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Jesse. Christie?
The 4th of July fireworks will be on July the 5th, which is the Saturday after the 4th. They're usually around 10 p.m. I don't know of a rain date. I asked and they hadn't got back.
I haven't heard either. So.
And they'll be out at the city park.
Thank you, Christie. Dan?
I just got a couple of things. We had some problems down in Wilson Ditch, down at Lane Drive at the bridge. I think Sunday morning, they woke up to a bunch of corn stalks that piled up along the back, and water had gotten across the street. The surveyor's office, I'd like to thank them. They showed up today and cleaned it out, so everything's flowing down there again. And sewage plant, I was out there today, and they're just getting ready for their insurance inspection tomorrow, so everything seems to be moving along all right out there, so that's all I've got.
Thank you, Dan. Randy?
Just want to pass along, NDOT's going to be redoing the ramps down at the elementary school on each side of 167 sometime in the near future. I don't think they have a date set yet.
No, I haven't heard one. I just got the email that said there's going to be some sort of flashing beacons or something. Them ramps has only been in there maybe 5 years, 6 years. But they had a place, they had lists of every place in the county that's going to get them, so it must be a statewide thing.
Change the dimension of something.
Yeah. Is that all you have, Randy?
That's it.
Thank you. Kara?
I need approval for APVs 32388 through 32618 in the amount of $580,611.72.
Make a motion approve the accounts payable.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? That carries.
And then my final thing is the allowance dockets 514 to 64 in the amount of $82,005.89.
Motion to approve dockets.
Motion to approve the dockets.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? That carries. Is that all you have, Karen?
That's it.
Council have anything else? No? Darlicia?
So, you want me to come up?
Well, sure.
Okay. I'm like, I know you're actually recording today. So, just some updates on the OOR. We are in our third round, so the homeowners may see, oh my goodness, my brain, it's the end of the day, you guys. They may start seeing contractors showing up at the homes, because they are going around to do the last round of, basically it's getting ready for the last round of bid. So they're trying to do the quotes, so if anyone's talking about people knocking on the door, somebody told me that someone climbed a roof recently, so just kind of giving you guys a heads up, your homeowners may see people looking at the property to help bid on those things. 23rd is when we open the bids. We're going to do a special meeting for the commissioners, and we'll be accepting the bids from there, and then I'll have people coming in, sign in, so we can get this wrapped up. My goal is August, so I have to have until that time frame, try to get all the work done and payments out and inspections and all that good stuff. So everything is good there. Bill Walters gave a really, really good synopsis of what it has looked like to have ECI in our region on today's commissioners meeting. So if you guys want to capture that, because it was a lot of information, I encourage you to look at that commissioners meeting today. But yeah, any questions for me?
No, just want to thank you for keeping us informed on it.
No problem. Thank you.
If there's nothing else from council, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion to second, all in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.